Hello, and welcome to another Thursday's Travel Talk with Travel Time. My name is Lois Barber, and I'm the team leader at Travel Time, located in St. John's, Newfoundland, but serving clients across Canada and across the US. We specialize in romance travel and luxury trips for couples and families. And today I have the pleasure of being joined by Elaine, who represents Canlink Resorts, and they have a great treat in store for us because she's going to share some information and some images from the luxury boutique resorts that she represents in the Caribbean and elsewhere. And I'm sure we will all be able to find a few things that we can tuck into our bucket list for future travel. We know people's comfort levels will be different with future travel. Some people are already traveling safely and having enjoyable vacations. But for some people listening to us, you may not be quite ready yet. And that's okay. We'll be here when you're ready, and we will look forward to helping you create the memorable vacations that you've so missed in the past 20 months or so. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Elaine to Thursday's Travel Talk. Welcome, Elaine. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and thank you for having me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it, and I'm excited to share with you our beautiful luxury resorts throughout various islands in the Caribbean. As you mentioned, some people are traveling and some people are planning. These are definitely resorts to think about for sure, especially now because people are looking for, a lot of privacy and safety, maybe want to be in a more smaller boutique resort with the best service you can imagine and a tremendous amount of space. So because of that and what's been going on, we're finding that these properties are requested very often right now and being booked quickly. And so I do want to make that note as well. And Lois knows this too, that if you're considering a property like this, or you would like to book one of these properties or even inquire about them, I would encourage you to do that very soon with Lois, because it does not take long for a 30 or 60 or 100 room property to fill up versus one of the larger mass market hotels. So keep that in mind, and I'll take you through a little tour of various properties in the various islands in the Caribbean.
That's a really good point you've made about the size of these resorts. And
Yes.
the very best resorts, in my experience from my travels, are usually the smaller boutique properties, not the huge mega hotels. So,
Yes.
and again, that gives a better level of service, but it also means that there's fewer rooms to pick from. And
Exactly.
people are booking, people are looking at traveling, they're making up for lost time with
Exactly.
vacations missed. And this is the type of property that many people are looking for going forward. So you're right there. And we appreciate having you on to share this with us. So go ahead and show us some of the images to make us fill our bucket list here.
And these properties were doing all this spacious things even before the pandemic. So they're very used to this service for many years. And now it's enhanced even more. So we'll start maybe with the letter A in Antigua. This is a beautiful 30 suite luxury, fully all-inclusive property called Hermitage Bay. It sits in a private area, boutique resort. You can see it's very laid back feeling with their main pool and a great view of the property here too, because on this lovely property, we have 13 beachfront and sea view garden suites and also 17 hillside suites. So if you're someone that wants to be right on the beach, here you go in your private suite, or you might want an amazing view with your own private pool, and those are the hillsides. So that's a beautiful option there. Again, beachfront, and then your own private pool, so you could spend the morning or half the day down at the beach and then come up to your pool in the afternoon.
I love the fact that you're starting with Antigua. Our entire team at Travel Time did an educational trip. The last trip that we took as a team prior to COVID was in the fall of 2019, and we visited Antigua, which was a very great experience.
Good.
Some great properties here.
I think I remember the team going there too. And our fun team at it. And you might have visited Hermitage, and I think you had a meal at Carlisle Bay, perhaps.
We did. Yep.
Yeah. So this is a great option too in Antigua. Here you have an adult side and a family side with some 2-bedroom suites and some 3-bedroom suites as well. So if you're a family looking, this is a great option. Again, only 87 suites, so not too big. A lot of oceanfront rooms. And here they have what we call a bed and breakfast plan or all inclusive. You can do either or at this hotel. So that's a lovely option too. And then we have the beautiful island of Grenada. So this is a beautiful 65 suite, all-inclusive boutique property by the name of Spice Island Beach Resort. This is another independent family-run hotel. So you can see right on the beautiful Grand Anse Beach, which is a really stunning, long walking beach. If you like to do a lot of walking on the beach, this is great. It's a AAA 5-Diamond Award property. So you can imagine, again, the service level is tremendous and all-inclusive too. So that's a great thing to know. These are our most popular suites there, the Sea Great Beach Suite. So you can see they are directly on the beach and open to your patio there. And we also have some pool suites in this property too. So again, a choice of beachfront or your own private pool. So great offerings at Spice Island.
One of the biggest requests we get for couples trips is with a private pool. So those ones we'll keep in mind for sure.
For sure. Great for couples, for honeymoons. All of these hotels are great for that. And even we have like some mom and daughter spa trips at these hotels or small groups of friends. They're all good. And speaking of groups of friends, or even I'm sure you have families out there that are looking for generational family groups. We have a number of different villas that we represent. So the Trial Club sits on 2,000 acres with private villas. And this is something to really to think about, because if you're going with 5 couples or you need 5 rooms for your families in a hotel, why not consider a villa where you can get a 5-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 8-bedroom villa, your own private pool, and a tremendous amount of space. So when you're looking at villas, you are together for your meals and you get to have breakfast together very casually, and you have a chef and a housekeeper, but yet you can also go off and do your own thing and just meet up whenever you want throughout the day. So this is, again, since, we've come through the last year and a half, people now want to spend some more time together and perhaps travel together. And this is like a home away from home. And I do think, Lois, that these are an important thing to remind, for me to remind your clients of, is that they might be a little more affordable than you think by the time you take the total cost of the villa per week and divide it up per person in that villa.
That's an interesting point, and so specialized too in the services that would be provided, because your housekeeper and your chef can cook and do things according to your timelines and your preferences.
Exactly. And your tastes, if you have specific dietary requests. Or I remember one time I went even with my family and took my 80-year-old parents, and then we went out for lunch down by the beach, and then my dad stayed in the villa and they made him a cup of tea and a sandwich. So it can be catered to anybody. You're almost creating your very own luxury all-inclusive experience with whatever you want to eat and drink, not just whatever is on the menu in the restaurant. So that's kind of nice. Trial has a golf course too. And lots of golfing in Jamaica for people that are into golfing and tennis. We also have the Jamaica Inn in Ocho Rios. So this is a lovely boutique, very historic property. There actually is a suite there called the Winston Churchill Suite, where he sat and did some writings and some artwork, and over the years, it's very beautiful. Here we have some private cottages, and like many of our hotels, even the cottages and the suites are not all the same. So you're literally, exactly what one you're getting when you get there. You're booking cottage 3 or cottage 4. They're not cookie cutter. So you really get to choose which one you would like to stay in.
Jamaica's a favorite among our clients, and which has enabled us to actually stay in the top 50 Jamaica travel agencies for the last 5 or 6 years.
That's fabulous. So these are the 3 hotels we have in Jamaica are all luxury. So Trial, Jamaica Inn, as you see here. And then we also have Round Hill in Montego Bay area. And this is kind of the best of both worlds, because here you have some oceanfront rooms and villas. So if it's just 2 people and you don't want a villa, you book a Ralph Lauren designed oceanfront room. If you're a family or a group of friends, again, traveling together, we have anything from even a 2-bedroom villa with a pool right up to a 6-bedroom villa again. So some amazing space in these villa options.
Beautiful.
Fantastic organic gardens. Our chef there is actually Chef McGinley. He's Jamaica Canadian, and he was actually in various restaurants and hotels in Toronto before he was at Round Hill. And then we have St. Lucia. And in St. Lucia, we represent the beautiful Jade Mountain and Anse Chastenay. So here it's two properties. Jade Mountain sits above Anse Chastenay, and this is an architectural design, amazing place with 29, we call them sanctuaries only. And the fourth wall is missing in every sanctuary. So imagine you walk along your own private bridge and you open to the suite and you get the wall missing on the other side. I want to go back and just show.
This is one of the most memorable resorts I think that I've ever seen anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And what I love about this too, talking about space and privacy, both hotels you can see here, Jade and Anse Chastenay, sit on this 600 acres. So there's no big hotel next door. It's very private, incredible hiking, biking, two different beaches you can see here, scuba snorkeling. You can do something every day if you want, or nothing at all. So it depends on, what you feel like doing on a particular day. And you'll see we even have a private helipad on top of the resort. So if you want to transfer when you arrive by helipad instead of private sedan, this is a lovely, lovely way to arrive on property as well. So
those views are amazing.
Yeah, you'll remember that. The fourth wall missing. So it's an incredible experience when you wake up on your bed here in the morning, you look out to that infinity pool and it literally joins with the Caribbean Sea. So that's an amazing thing to experience when you're there. This is our top sanctuary, the Galaxy Sanctuary, and it actually has the walls missing on each corner. So you have two incredible views. You have the beautiful pitons that you see there and also the ocean view as well. This is not a spaceship. This is what it looks like from the outside. It's kind of interesting because every single sanctuary, you can set your color of your pool to your preference, the color in your whirlpool to your preference. So a lot of personal touches are what we have here at Jade, along with your 24-hour butler that you have for your suite as well.
That's the stuff dreams are made of.
Yeah, this is an amazing spot in the evening too. This is the daytime picture, which is stunning. In the evening, you can go up here for cocktails and you can do rum tasting and gazing at the stars. And I've never seen so many stars in my life as I have, looking up here at Jade. We also have a chocolate lab, so that's a fun thing to do as well, right on property. And the beaches that I mentioned and the activities. The property that sits below it is Anse Chastenay, so more of a true Caribbean feel suite. And this is where they got the idea to build Jade with the louvered windows. They decided, let's just get rid of them altogether. So you can see where the idea originated from. What I love to point out about these rooms as well is every one is different, as I keep mentioning in many of our hotels. And the size of this suite is tremendous for two people. You can see there's a living area there as well. So, and it can accommodate 3 and 4 for a family as well. I should mention that there's also various meal plans, including all-inclusive. So anything you want to do, you can sort of customize. We have one pool suite at Anse. This is a recent addition to this property, I think, because everyone loves the pools up at Jade. So I decided to add one to one of the suites at Anse as well. So that's a one-of-a-kind category there too. Here's a little experience for you.
That is an amazing, amazing property. And just to mention too, I think the owners have a bit of a Canadian connection. So
Yes,
that's
definitely they do. And the architect, Mr. Nick Trubetskoy, was originally Russian and moved to Canada and spent a lot of time in Canada studying his architecture, and then discovered the property to buy of Anse Chastenay, and then built Jade Mountain above it. So even anything like that, we can do a whole hour on each of our hotels. But I won't do that today. But it's interesting because I mean, Lois has access to all this. Any of your clients, they can ask you for the story and the history, and a lot more details about every hotel is what you can bring to your clients too, which is great.
That's the beauty of these smaller boutique properties and family-owned properties.
Definitely. And then another one, we have a couple more, Turks and Caicos, Grace Bay Club. This is a great option on beautiful Grace Bay Beach in Turks. Here you've got three, again, smaller buildings. So we have one called The Hotel, which is adult only, and then Villa Suites for families. And then we have the Estate, which has junior suites up to 4-bedroom and 5 bedrooms with concierge. And then again, they also have, I think it's up to 9 private villas. So again, if you're looking for a villa, anything there from a 5-bedroom up to a combination of 2 that makes 13 bedrooms. So some great options in Turks and Caicos as well. Very popular, again, from Canada, not too far as flight goes. So a great option there. And then Barbados, as you know, very popular with Canadians as well. And then some great airlift into Barbados already this year and moving into next year. So in Barbados, we have a collection of Ocean Hotels Barbados, and they have three hotels there. South Beach, Seabreeze, and Beach Club, all located in the southern area of the island. And 2 of them are all inclusive, and 1 is a property with full kitchens, which is great as well. So Seabreeze is an all-inclusive option. You can see here on a lovely beach area in Barbados. Some great options for, it's all-inclusive. So a lot of restaurants, a lot of accommodation choices here. You can see again the boutique feel in the lobby, not a cookie cutter corporate looking property, which is lovely, very friendly. I'll just show you quickly some of the images. We have 3 pools at Seabreeze, so there's enough space for everyone, and it's only over 100 rooms, this hotel's. I'm not going to read all these to you. I'm just sort of showing you, and then again, Lois has access to all of this, the various different room accommodations we have in the luxury collection and the classic collection in Seabreeze. So anything from junior suites right up to 3 and 4 bedrooms. So we have a lot of people booking these for Christmas season and next winter into next summer, families wanting to travel together again, which is fantastic.
Looks beautiful too.
It's one of their restaurants, which I love. I've skipped back. So how in Barbados that you might be familiar with the fact that, sorry, my timer's off. There's a fish fry that goes on at the various restaurants of the island. So they've done that on property. They've made their own little rum shop that you can go to as one of your all-inclusive options on property at Seabreeze, which I love. Lots of options here. I'm just making you pretend you're there.
Yes.
South Beach is great if any of the clients are looking for long stays in Barbados or, a 2-week stay. This is great to be right in the main area of town, right across from the boardwalk where you can walk to everything, directly across from the beach where they have their own private area with lounges, etc., and full suites with kitchens that a lot of people are used to when they go to Barbados. A lot of Canadians will go for a month or 6 weeks, and they want to have their own facilities, but yet be at a property with a pool and a restaurant and full kitchen in their room, which is lovely. And the last third property in Barbados, which just opened this month, so that's very exciting, is O2 Beach Club and Spa. And here we have a number of different buildings. There's an adult only luxury section. There's concierge with 2, 3, 4 bedroom suites. So a lot of options here. Swim up suites, new restaurants, bars. It has a very modern, chic kind of feel, this new property. So it's the newest find in Barbados. So if you want to try something new, you want luxury in Barbados, this is definitely something to look at. And we do have a little bit of space left at Christmas and March break, again, because we've just opened. So it's a great option to look at if you're looking for family travel at that time of year. Or
I'm going to get to see this one when I go in February to Barbados. So I definitely will take some photos and share them with our clients as well, of a personal look here at this property.
Exactly. It'll be great to see that because you're getting to see the newest option that is available in Barbados. So again, it has that luxury. You can see from the images the luxury chic feel. Again, a number of different restaurants. There is a brand new spa. Lots and lots to offer here at O2 Beach Club and Spa. This is actually one of the latest pictures that we just got after it opened. So very bright and cheery and modern there as well. You can see the swim up suites and sort of just the colorful area. So I'd just like to get that across that it is new. It's something to look at, and definitely pay attention to that and make some inquiries. And this is great for adults, families, groups of people. It's a great option for all clients because, again, it's not too big. It's just over 100 rooms. So it's a great option for you to look at there as well.
Looking forward to it a lot.
Yeah. That's the last one I have on our hotels, other than discussing them a bit and chatting with you and talking about any particular points you might think that are really important to your clients right now.
Yeah, so that was fantastic. Thank you very much. And actually, you did that in record time too. But those images speak for themselves. We don't really need to say a whole lot about.
I feel like I might have went a bit too fast, but I wanted to make sure to stick to your timeline. Again, I just think it's important for them to know that these boutique options are out there. They're very personal with a lot of space and privacy. And if you haven't traveled for a long time, which most of us have not, obviously, it's something to think about, is that, we're all worth it. Spend a little more, get the hotel you want.
Yeah, the luxurious experience for what it offers is what everybody really, truly wants.
Yes.
And obviously, we try to bring them the best level of luxury that the budget will afford.
Of course.
But, the whole space and, service and elevated level of hospitality overall is what we're looking for. And even if people kind of think that the budget should be lower, when they get there, this is the type of experience they want. So part of what we do here at Travel Time is education and letting people know that the budget will buy the level of service that it becomes. So
absolutely,
it is important to think of that up front, and being able to offer these amazing choices is huge. And absolutely. Going forward with the comfort levels and things that we talked about initially for the travel overall, getting to where you are and being confident in the safety, security, precautions and protocols and everything being in place.
Yes.
It's not the time for a cheap vacation, is what I said to somebody yesterday.
I agree. It's kind of relieves that stress from them, that they know they're going somewhere that's, not with, 500 other people. And I'm also finding in talking with people as well, that people are, maybe their train of thought has changed over the last year and a half. I deserve something like this, or, life has changed so much. Like this is something to now think about. And also maybe a lot of things that we didn't do for the last year and a half, you might have maybe been able to save a little more money and get that. Yeah. And maybe do that little bucket list item sooner than you thought, rather than waiting another 10 or 15 years. Cause it's maybe now's the time. So it's something to keep an open mind on. And it's great that you're able to, educate your clients on this as well. It's fantastic.
I know that some of these are, some of these properties you've shown, like they have options for couples and for families.
Yes.
But if you were to like divide them up and say this one is better for families or that one is better for couples,
Yeah.
out of the ones we talked about, I know my first impression is that Jade Mountain is absolutely amazing, and obviously that's an adult only
Right.
choice,
Yes.
perfect
Yes.
for anniversary trips or honeymoons and things like that.
Yes.
One of the questions I've taken from people when I've talked about Jade Mountain is the fact that one wall is open, we can say.
Yes.
They ask questions about both temperature, climate control,
Yes.
and mosquitoes or something like that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how would you answer that?
Absolutely. So I've had the question many times as well.
Mhm.
And I have to say, I think it's, first of all, for temperature, because you can see the height that it is on the hillside. And
Mhm.
the way that Mr. Trebetskoy architecturally designed this property to sit in that way, I've been lucky enough to be there many times, and I have not found it hot at all. There's a little bit of a breeze that comes through, but I will note that also there are, I can't even count how many fans on the ceiling
Mhm.
because it's such a spacious room. So I found it a very lovely temperature.
Okay.
And also having the pool there, that helps. If you're a little warm, you can just walk into your pool right away. The mosquitoes, again, there's a couple of things. I've never had a problem with bugs at all. And again, I think it's where it's located up high, they would tend to be more lower. And
Mhm.
they have a special kind of light bulb that they use in all the suites there. It's more of a yellow one, and it deters things like that.
Okay.
Of course, they do, I forget the actual schedule. It's not every day, but maybe let's say once a week. I'm not sure 100%, but they do the fogging for
Okay.
for any mosquitoes. The only little thing I have had come in the room every now and then is a little tiny bird will come in, and everybody actually loves that. And there's actually a little water gun that sits by the pool that you can squirt if you want the bird to go away. So,
Okay. So it's safe to say that all of those details have been considered and taken care of.
absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, not a problem.
So as for an option out of the choices that you gave for families, if one of the questions I get is, either people with younger kids,
Yes,
so they're not looking for the huge water parks, and
right.
they're luxury, they're looking for a luxury experience, but they have children.
Yes.
So, which option of the ones we discussed would you
My gosh.
consider?
I think the Barbados options for sure, the two all inclusive there for sure.
Okay.
Or the other one, the South Ocean for sure, if they need a kitchen for children. That's sometimes important to people.
Mhm.
And on that same note, the villas are an incredible option for families.
Anywhere, yeah. The ones in
Yeah.
Jamaica looked amazing.
Yeah,
for that
because
too.
you really are creating your own experience. Like, for example, our granddaughter went when we went with us, and running to breakfast in bare feet, or she's in the pool, like, come for breakfast, it's time. Like, you don't have to worry about getting everybody ready for any meal. And then, of course, she was eating sometimes very different things than we were because of her very young age. So, something maybe more plain, not spicy, and they would just cook a separate meal. We're having this. What about we give her this? I go, that's great. They got to know her. They called her princess. Like, she got to know all the staff, and it's really home away from home, but you're not doing the cooking, so
I feel like once you go into that villa experience that you never go back after.
I hear that all the time. Sometimes it's a little bit education for people in talking about the villas.
Mhm.
And then once they go, they're like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I need to do this again, so and then there's also the other couple of options with Carlisle Bay and Spice Island that have some nice family suites. And the reason I mention those as well for families and children is because they both have very, very calm beaches. So that's important for a lot of families too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm heading to Turks and Caicos next weekend actually with our extended family, including our 1-year-old granddaughter. So we get to experience some of these things and be able to talk about them afterwards for sure.
That's super.
That is amazing. That amazing chat today, and the information that you've provided us, I'm sure, will be of interest to many people that are looking at travel going forward. And we look forward to everybody's comfort levels being back to the right basis so that they can plan. It's not too early to plan. For some people, it might be too early to travel. And I will say that, out of different areas, even in Canada, the comfort level is different, and it's markedly different, in various regions.
True.
Our U.S. clients have been traveling since last year. From our Newfoundland clients have really just starting to travel last month. So
right.
We're here when they're ready, and we'll help plan. We love creating these bucket list experiences for people and helping everyone create their memorable vacation memories. So thank you, Elaine, once again. We really appreciate you joining us today and sharing with us all of the wonderful properties that you represent. You have a very lucky job.
I do. In many, many ways. Thank you for the time as well. I hope everyone stays safe and happy planning and travel as soon as you're comfortable. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you once again.